Welcome to the Drew Yari Show.
Sure it's not messing with the audio or anything.
Alright, good evening, guys. It is Friday, 10:58 p.m., a little bit later than we usually like to do it here. It is March 23rd, and welcome to the Drew Yari Show. I'm your host, as always, Drew Yari, and returning to my show is...
Hi, I'm Devan. for a third time, against my will.
Yeah, property of Yari Enterprises.
Hey, you wish.
Yeah, like we were saying, because, I don't know how long that took us, 10 minutes, 10 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was on my end because, this new microphone I have, I plugged it in, and on the bottom where it shows, the volume icon,
yeah,
it has, three different, types of volume settings, for you, and then for my mic and for my headphones. And my headphones that I'm wearing, the sound was actually off for some reason.
Wow.
I don't know how that happened, but they were off.
Wow.
Yep.
Nice job there, homie.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, welcome back to the show, Mr. Devan.
Yeah, I mean, certain somebody kept bugging me about something. Yeah, I might as well go back on, right?
Yeah, pretty much. For all you guys noticing, we're on a little bit later than usual. I kind of put the idea in Devan's head we should probably do a late show. I always wanted to do a late show.
Fit with our schedule. Fit with my schedule mostly. So
yeah, fit with my schedule. I'm usually a night owl. So I mean, we don't have to be on too long if you don't want to. If you need to get off.
Don't care. No, I'm off tomorrow, so.
Oh, good. Then that works. So what do you want to start the conversation off with?
I don't know. The Avengers Infinity War tickets went on sale this past week or so, and they within the first 6 hours they already outsold the pre-order tickets for Black Panther and then some.
Well, yeah, that was a given. That was a given, pretty much.
And I for one bought my tickets yesterday because I got a Fandango gift card for an early present for my birthday. So I literally got it at work, and within 20 minutes to my shift, I was on the website, and I bought my tickets for Sunday, April 29th at 10:30 in the morning.
Whoop, whoop. I, like a nerd, I woke up early in the fucking morning, the day they came out. Wow. I waited until they actually came out, and I bought them. So, IMAX, Thursday, April 26th.
IMAX? Jeez.
3D. Hey, you gotta go big. Go big or go home.
I mean, I guess.
So, did that, and then I watched the trailer, which we were going to talk about in a secend.
You're talking about Cloak and Dagger?
Yes, Cloak and Dagger.
I actually haven't seen that trailer yet.
Alright, well, watch my reaction if you want. But I did the Infinity War trailer reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Probably, I have to say, that's probably the greatest trailer for any superhero film that's ever come out.
I mean, it's Infinity War. How can you not love it?
The ending of the trailer, seeing Cap and Thanos go at it.
I guess, but Cap's gonna get wrecked. I mean,
hey, don't disrespect Cap. He's Cap.
But he's going against Thanos, though. He's gonna get wrecked. They're all gonna get wrecked.
Okay, so what's the difference with Cap?
They're showing Cap holding his fist and great and all, but they're all going to get their butts kicked.
Okay, what happens when Captain Marvel comes into the mix?
Oh, when Captain Marvel comes in, that's when shit's gonna get real. Now, honestly, even Thanos can take on Captain Marvel too, which is saddening. At least in the comics. I don't know if the Thanos in the movies are just as powerful as he is in the comics. But he can take on Captain Marvel without any issue in the comics. So I don't know, power scale-wise, how he compares to his comic book counterpart. So I guess we'll figure that out in the movie.
Okay, and since you're the comic guy, who in the Marvel universe who that's a part of the MCU universe that was a part of the Marvel universe in the comics do you think can beat Thanos or has beat Thanos?
In the MCU right now?
Let's talk about comics first. Who has beaten Thanos before?
Adam Warlock, I think. Yeah, I think Adam Warlock has beaten him before. But of course, he's not introduced yet. He's being introduced. He's going to be around later on, so he's useless right now.
Yeah, because they introduced him at the end. Well, they didn't introduce him, but they showed that he was existing at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. James Gunn has already said that he's not going to appear in Avengers Infinity War, or so he says, because according to the Russos, there's going to be a lot of characters that are going to appear in Avengers 4. A lot. Like, there's going to be a lot of surprises that you won't expect.
True.
Like,
which there's...
go ahead.
Well, there's a rumor. Okay, so you posted a link to me, and I already knew about it. But supposedly on a website that has been not very credible in the past years, posted a casting of the Infinity War and the Silver Surfers on it. Like I told you, I believe it when I see it. I would love for it to happen. Oh, I would love to see... It'd be an end credit scene, if anything. I would love to see the Silver Surfer come across the scene at the end credit scene, but I believe it when I see it. Unless Fox already made a deal to show off the Fantastic Four, regardless if they get bought out by Disney or not. But I don't know. I would love to see the Silver Surfer, but I believe it when I see it. But that's the latest rumor with the characters and stuff.
Oh, for all we know, Fox and Disney might have already done the deal. For all we know.
Even if they don't get bought out, we could still probably see the Fantastic Four and the X-Men at some point, and Deadpool and all that.
I would say introduce the Fantastic Four first, because we're already used to the X-Men. Like, let that simmer. Bring in the Fantastic Four, because they're the first family of Marvel. Bring them in. Yeah, and Marvel, Disney, they're gonna make them great. They're gonna make them relevant.
Oh,
they're gonna do what Fox couldn't do.
True.
So, and then bring in the X-Men later on down the line.
There's a fan theory, that the one way they could bring in the X-Men is have the X-Men, the mutant genes, start with... I haven't seen the video, but from what I've read, the title of it, the mutants are a mutation from the super soldier serum that Captain America got. That they were all experiments. And I guess... I didn't watch the video, but if I can guess... how that would make sense, that people got experimented on with the super soldier serum and then they reproduced. And that caused a mutation. That's how I would do it if I were to go that route. I would have it where the people that were experimented on got out, lived their lives, reproduced, had children, and those children are mutated in some way, in whatever shape or form, because of the serum. But I don't know if that'd be an interesting way for them to do it that makes sense. Than just, the mutants are here. Unless they go with the storyline where at some point in the comics, Xavier wiped the world's memory of the mutants. So the mutants lived in hiding for a decade or so or something like that at one point. For a long time. And the world had no idea they were there until they made themselves known. So, they could do that. Or they can do they can do another idea that we all kind of know, is that in the Phoenix Saga, or the Dark Phoenix, the next X-Men movie come out in November, they make some parallel universe thing where they jump from their universe to the MCU. So either one of those ways would work happily.
One theory I heard was in Infinity War, it's going to be either Thanos or Doctor Strange that does this. They use the Eye of Agamotto, which is the Time Stone. Yeah. Where one of them turns back time, and I don't know. I need to watch Doctor Strange again to get this, but it was Baron Mordo that told Doctor Strange, you keep turning back time, you're going to mess with everything.
True. You could easily use that.
So here's my theory. At the end of Infinity War, everybody dies. And then Tony or Doctor Strange, well, I just said everybody dies, it's weird. Tony uses the Eye of Agamotto, or, the Time Stone, to turn back time and bring everyone back to life. What he doesn't know is that he kind of changed a few things. And by kinda, he brought mutants into the equation, and he created the Fantastic Four.
That'd be interesting.
And if you remember in Spider-Man Homecoming, he sold the Stark Tower, which used to be the Avengers Tower. So they can easily cover up saying that the Fantastic Four bought it and turn it into the Baxter Building.
True.
There you go.
But then there's a fan theory on how to, because the fans have speculated all over YouTube, comic book YouTubers, on how to bring in the Fantastic Four. There's one fan way where they say, the Fantastic Four are back in the 60s. And somehow they end up getting in, there's like some time travel, or they end up getting stuck and frozen in space or some shit, and they end up coming back like kind of Captain America in present day. But I have to watch that theory again, or that way to introduce them. So like they're from the 60s and end up in the present day. I'm like, I might be okay with that.
You know what? That's not the first time I've heard that. There's another podcast I listen to with a guy named John Draper. He's a big comic guy. I think you and him would hit it off. He mentioned the same theory that if you're going to bring in the Fantastic Four, or do an origin story where it's in the 60s.
Yeah.
So
that could be a cool idea.
I mean, it's always good to start off with something new. Don't just say, "Hey, here we are." Okay, where have you been this whole time? Oh,
exactly.
We were in New York. You could have helped us.
I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Captain Marvel, because her movie takes place in the 90s. So where was she from the 90s on? Why didn't she come help in the first Avengers and Ultron and the Infinity War? So where was she during all that? So I'm curious to see. I'm guessing she was with the Kree, or something. But even then, the Kree are going to get attacked by Thanos because they hold one of the stones. So you would think that Captain Marvel would appear. So I'm curious to see where Carol's been.
So would she have the Soul Stone?
Who, Carol?
Yeah.
No, probably not. You're probably going to see where the Soul Stone's at in Infinity War. My guess is Wakanda has it.
I don't know, because in the trailer it just shows that they only got 3 Infinity Stones.
Yeah, because they haven't confirmed. I'm guessing he's going to get them all, but they haven't confirmed if he actually is going to collect them all. But the Soul Stone was to appear. I would guess it'd be in that movie somewhere. Somewhere.
If it did appear, it would have appeared in Black Panther.
I mean, what if it did?
I don't know.
I mean, last time I was on this podcast, I think I talked about the theory that the plants that grow from that flower, that herb they eat, what if it's growing from the soul gem that's in the soil? Because I still say those herbs are not gone. Even though people are, it burned. I'm like, no, they're not going to let them die out. So I think, my personal theory, that the soul gem is in that soil. And that's why Thanos is in Wakanda a good portion of the time. Because, granted, he'd be there for the metal, too, the adamantium, the vibranium. So he'd be there for vibranium, sure, but, cool. Get in there, get the vibranium, and go. But why else would they have a full-on... I don't know, it just seems a little much for metal.
True.
Personally.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I'm just confused on how everything's played out, because apparently when they're in Wakanda, that's the third act, so that's going to be the final act of the film.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what apparently that's what the Russo brothers said. And then
okay.
The first act obviously is going to take place in New York. It's going to start with Thanos' big ass spaghetti-o-looking ship over New York City. Yeah, and I'm assuming Tony and Peter are going to space with Doctor Strange.
Yay!
Actually, let me retract that. It's going to start off where Thor Ragnarok left off.
Yeah, because Thor and Thanos had the most screen time in the movie.
Yeah, it's because here's what's going to happen. Thanos and his guys are either going to pull in Thor and his people on his ship, or they're going to go on that ship and just... I don't know if they're going to kill everyone. They're probably just going to beat the shit out of everyone.
Probably.
And
Loki betrays Thor. And
well, no. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think Loki had a feeling Thanos would find him, so that's why he got the Tesseract, because I think he was going to meet up with him anyway. And then Thanos just pretty much just manhandles Thor and says, "I'm going to kill your brother if you don't give me what I want." And so he gives him the Tesseract, and then I think Thanos will kill Loki either way.
Then my biggest question is, because the Hulk is with them, so how is because the Hulk gets to Earth before Thor does, so where does the Hulk go? Well,
here's what I heard. According to Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk is actually afraid of Thanos.
A what?
That's what Mark Ruffalo said. The Hulk out of everyone, the Hulk fears Thanos.
Huh.
So I think here's what happens. Hulk tries to go after Thanos. Thanos just smacks him away, sends him flying back to Earth, because, in the first trailer for Infinity War, you see Mark Ruffalo crash down into the Sanctum Sanctorium in Doctor Strange's place, and you see Doctor Strange and Wong just standing right there looking at him. So, and then he does the same thing to Thor. He throws his ass out into space, and he crashes onto the Milano
Guardians.
ship. Yep.
Yeah. Huh.
So I'm interested how Peter and Tony meet up with everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in too.
I don't know. I don't think Cap can die in this one, because it's like him and Tony have to meet up for one last fight. For one last, hurrah.
Well, this is not his last movie, because Chris Evans is retiring from Marvel after the fourth Avengers movie. So he's in the fourth Avengers movie. And that'll be his last hurrah.
Well,
he's retiring.
Do you think Iron Man might die in part one?
I hope not. I don't think so, because I think he is going to be in the fourth one. Of course, whoever dies in this one is always going to be brought back with the, I think it's a Soul Gem. Which one brings back the dead?
Yeah, because Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, is listed as a cast member on this.
Yeah.
So he'll be back.
And he better be, because he has a contract where he's in several films, and he hasn't been in one since Ultron.
Yeah, because a bunch of other past characters are supposed to be in this. Hugo Weaving apparently might be in it as Red Skull again.
Ew.
Why you say ew?
I don't care much for Red Skull in the comics or in the movie. The world can deal without him, even though I don't think he's dead anyway. So I guess it doesn't surprise me that he'd be back.
Well, didn't he get blown up with the Tesseract in the first film?
It kind of looked like he got blown up. I don't think he got blown up. He looked like he went through a portal that opened and he just flew in. Because I don't think he exploded. So I don't think he's dead. I think he's floating around in space somewhere. He got teleported to a planet or some shit.
I just like that one line in Captain America where he's about to go off in his ship, and then that little dude is like, "But what about me, Doc? What about me, Red Skull?" He's like, he just hands him his keys. Not a scratch. Not a scratch,
Yeah.
Doc Dale. Not a scratch.
Yeah.
They've already said, like, the writers and the Russos have already said that in Part 4, they've actually purposely filmed a lot of fake scenes to throw people off.
Dang.
Because in Part 4, there was a rumor that they were, I guess, going to have a flashback scene from the first Avengers, but then they showed Ant-Man, and then if you look at their costumes, you notice they have these little wristwatches on their hand.
Yeah.
I guess it's like something to use to go back in time, which is like
interesting.
Which is like, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, huh, okay. But then the Russos came out with those are just fake scenes. We just want to throw you off. We we don't want you to know anything about Avengers 4. Like, it'll be about what happened in Part 3, but it won't really be about what happened in Part 3.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the Black Order. Proxima Midnight. Imni Mod. Black Dwarf. Even though he's not named Black Dwarf, he's actually going by his actual name, which I cannot pronounce. And then there's that guy with the spear. So let's see. I'm going to go through the roster. So, Imni Mod, I think that's his name. He doesn't have any powers. He has the power of word.
Yeah, which is why if you notice in the Infinity War trailer, he has Doctor Strange in that conjunction, whatever the hell that is.
And then he whispers to him, and he has the control of the Sorcerer Supreme. Oh, yeah. That's his powers. He has no superpowers whatsoever, but the power of word and suggestion and manipulation of language, his stuff he's weird.
Oh, you heard apparently, and I know you know this because you said you're a Doctor Strange guy.
Oh, I love Doctor Strange.
They might be going with the storyline where he manipulates Doctor Strange into going after the Avengers.
I mean, if I was to take an Avenger to take out the other ones, I would go with Doctor Strange because he's the strongest one as of right now. Besides maybe the Hulk, maybe.
All right, a little off topic, and then we'll go back to what we were talking about. What is your favorite Doctor Strange story?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
You have a gun to your head, and you only have one choice. Choose.
I kind of really dig the story where Doctor Strange loses the power of the Sorcerer Supreme and Loki gets it. That's one of the latest ones. Because I need to finish it, because I'm a little behind on my Doctor Strange comics. I have them all, I just haven't read them. But at one point, Loki ends up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme. That's something. I wasn't ready for that.
I have way too many comics that need to be finished and need to be started on. Anywho,
And then go on.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
And then, of course, right now, let me get it. Doctor Strange Damnation. You have not Dormammu. Oh my god, who's the devil? Mephisto. Mephisto ends up taking over Las Vegas and turns it into like a gambling hell, essentially. So now all these heroes are stuck in Las Vegas trying to defeat Mephisto. And from what I can see, it's only 3 issues in, and I haven't read any of it, but apparently Doctor Strange becomes the Ghost Rider. A Ghost Rider. It's weird. I haven't read much of it. I just look at the covers and stuff. But it's like, wow, this is interesting. Anyway, go on. Enough of the side note.
We'll discuss more of that later on. Going back to the movie with the Black Order. You have what the fuck? How do you say her name? The Midnight chick.
Proxima Midnight.
Proxima Midnight.
Yes. Oh, she's a badass.
You see her. You don't see much of her in the trailer. You just see a scene where she throws a spear at someone and Cap catches it.
Yeah.
So, and then they show another thing in the trailer, like in the first trailer, where they show Scarlet or Black Widow. I just call her Scarlet. She just like she impales somebody with a spear. So, or a spear. I mean, a spear, not a sphere. So, do you think that might be one of the Black Order? Probably.
And if it's any of them, it might be Proxima Midnight or, I cannot think of his name. But one of the Black Order has this weird spear blade thing, and his power deals with the spear. So as long as he's holding it, you could kill him all you want. He won't actually die. As long as he's holding that spear, he'll keep coming back. He might die like for a short time, but he'll get regenerated and come back to life as long as he's holding his weapon. He's wearing like a hood. He looks like a goblin. I cannot think of his name. And I don't have any of my No Surrender comics, Avengers comics right now that he's in at the moment. But, yeah, that's his power. As long as he has a spear, he's basically indestructible. Because you can kill him, but he'll come back.
Interesting.
And then, of course, yeah, you got Proxima Midnight, who's just a badass. Then you got that guy with a spear. The Black Dwarf is basically the muscle of the group. And then you got Emily Maud, who I think that's his name. I hope that's his name, unless I'm mispronouncing it. But he has the power of word.
Well, when I looked at it, it looked like you just said Ebony Maw.
Yeah, Ebony Maw. Yeah. Yeah, he has the power of word, which is probably the most unique thing. He's probably the most unique character in that group. Which I'm wondering, since we know the supposedly rumor has it that the actor that plays Batman the animated series, Whoopi Goldberg, and Mark, oh my god, Luke Skywalker. All three of those guys, Mark Hamill. All three of those people are in this movie. Apparently, rumor has it. And Mark Hamill's in a Marvel movie. So people are speculating, or I'm speculating, that they're the voice actors for the Black Order. Batman would be the Black Dwarf. Whoopi Goldberg would be Proxima Midnight, and Mark Hamill would be Emily Maud. Emily Maud.
Oh man.
I don't know. It's a weird choice of a Whoopi Goldberg. I heard about that, and I'm like, what?
I mean, she's done voice work before.
Yeah, so my guess is she's either Proxima Midnight or she's going to be part of the Kree, the Nova Corps. Because she's supposedly in the movie, but they never said what role. So that's my guess. She's either going to be in the Nova Corps as one of the higher ups, if not like the highest. Unless I don't know. So my guess is Proxima Midnight.
Well, they've already announced that Peter Dinklage is in the movie.
Peter Dinklage? Why? Wait, Peter Dinklage?
Game of Thrones dude.
Yeah. What the hell is he doing in that movie? Unless he's part of the platform?
He's in it because he's Peter fucking Dinklage.
My guess he's probably the other person in the Black Order. Because he's not... I don't think they're going to introduce what's-his-face. Oh my god. He's a big head, little arms...
Oh,
he's a villain.
MODOK?
Yeah. I don't think that he's going to appear in the movie.
Well, didn't they technically already introduce him?
MODOK?
In Winter Soldier?
Did they?
He was,
You talking about that computer?
Toby Jones? Toby
Yeah.
Jones. Yeah.
Was he?
Isn't that the character he ends up being?
I don't think so. No.
I gotta look this up. I believe that was him. That might not have been him, but I'm getting confused with someone. Hold on.
No, because I don't think he's been in the movie yet.
Well,
if you type in MODOK in the MCU, supposedly Peter Dinklage is playing MODOK in Avengers Infinity War? ? But they haven't said if he's actually going to be in the movie or not. It makes sense because he does work with Thanos.
Yeah, that was him.
But
that was him.
No.
I'm reading it right now. MODOK was... never mind. Wait a minute. MODOK was originally considered to appear during early development of Winter Soldier as the main villain. Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage, that's a coincidence, was the first choice for the role, but the character was finally cut from the final draft and replaced by Alexander Pierce.
Yeah.
And who the fuck was Toby Jones?
I don't know. That character you're talking about was a mad scientist that uploaded his brain to a computer. So he was a Hydra scientist.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be somebody.
I mean, I think that scientist is a character in the comics, part of Hydra, but I think aside from that...
God damn it, you're supposed to know these things.
Well, I don't know much. He's a lesser character than...
He's Arnim Zola.
Zola?
Yeah.
Arnim Zola. Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, what?
Arnim Zola.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
Alright, so here's a theory. What if Peter Dinklage is Silver Surfer?
That'd be weird.
Weird how?
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'd want that.
Why?
Because I think he'd be better as another character than Silver Surfer. I don't think he'd fit the role. Not because of his height or anything. I just don't think that character would use Peter Dinklage to the. I don't think he would use him to his full potential being Silver Surfer.
I mean, he has the voice to play.
Unless he voices it.
That's what he's obviously going to do.
Because, I mean, with the Silver Surfer, didn't they use a guy, the model, after it, and he also voiced it?
Yeah.
Because it kind of looked like the actor?
I believe it was... I think it's the guy that was in Shape of Water that played the sea monster that also was a sea monster in Hellboy.
True. I think so. By the way, if you haven't seen Shape of Water, go watch it. It's a good movie.
I'll probably watch it eventually.
It's a good movie. Anyway.
I'm not saying I'm against it. I just said I'll watch it eventually. Hold on, let me look this up. I know Lawrence Fishburne voiced in that Fantastic Four movie. Yeah.
Honestly, if I were to see it, Peter as a MCU character, I would want to see him as Murdoch. I think he'd be a great Murdoch. Murdoch.
Doug Jones. Yeah, Doug Jones played him.
But that's just weird. They haven't shown anything with Murdoch unless they're keeping him a secret.
Again, the Russos, Kevin Feige, they're keeping everything tight-lipped.
I mean, we barely have a glimpse of the Black Order. I mean, we just now got a look of some of them in this last trailer.
Well, you're going to find everything out in Infinity War on April 29th or whenever you're going.
So, when you see it on the 26th, you keep your mouth shut. Don't tell me anything, or I will find you and I will kill you.
I'll just make up fake spoilers.
fake spoilers. All I want to know is it worth seeing? Is it worth the money? And I only need a yes or a no, and that's all.
I was amazed by the movie, but I was more confused as to why Captain America had a meth problem.
Had a what?
Had a meth problem.
Wow. Wow.
Why was Thanos dabbing the whole time?
Yeah, that'd be everything. Dab, just Thanos in a serious moment, kicking someone's ass, and all of a sudden, dab, and have like that music that goes along with it.
It also didn't surprise me that Tony Stark was secretly a racist.
Wow.
It's like, but Rhodey is his best friend. Is he?
I mean, War Machine doesn't matter. He really doesn't. I mean, I love the character, but they're not going to put any use to him. Maybe Rhodey will date Carol Danvers.
Maybe.
Like he does in the comics. I ship that couple. That's a great couple. Too bad he dies. But, you know.
There was a theory that Martin Freeman's character might have something to do with Captain Marvel.
Oh.
Because his character was apparently an Air Force pilot, and Carol Danvers is an Air Force pilot. So
yes.
he might just show up in Captain Marvel.
Oh.
You can always use more Bilbo Baggins.
I mean, you got every other cast member from Lord of the Rings in those movies.
All they need is Elijah Wood and Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah.
Let's see who do they got? They got Liv Tyler and Incredible Hulk. Ian McKellen, which that was Fox, but still Marvel.
I mean, not MCU though.
Yeah,
doesn't count.
Orlando Bloom hasn't showed up in anything. Remember, Orlando Bloom hasn't done anything in a long time.
Yeah.
Carl Urban, Thor, Cate Blanchett, Thor.
Yeah.
Who else?
Wasn't What's-Her-Face and Ant-Man, that the Wasp, wasn't she in there?
Evangeline Lilly?
Yeah, wasn't she? Yeah, she was in The Hobbit, right?
Yeah, she was in.
Yeah. So she's in it.
Let's see, who else was in it? Um, trying to think. I'm trying to think really hard.
Ronan the Accuser was the king of the elves.
Oh, that guy. I forgot his name.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Lee
But he's in
Pace.
it. Yes. He died, but he's in it.
He was also in Twilight. Don't ask me how I know that.
He was.
Yeah, Betty loves Twilight, and unfortunately she has it on, a couple times, and I'll just be kind of begrudgingly watch it with her.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anywho, what the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know.
We were talking about Infinity War, and then we kind of switched into Lord of the Rings.
Well, we're back to the Infinity War. I better get a Sherlock joke with Doctor Strange and Iron Man in the same scene. I better get one.
Oh,
I have to.
It'll happen, and the talk is that Iron Man and Doctor Strange will kind of butt heads.
I mean, in the comics, they're friends, but they also hate each other. Like, Doctor Strange, at one point, literally looks at Iron Man and it's like, I hate you. I want that. It's so funny, because they have a love-hate relationship. It's fantastic.
Well, I mean, everybody hates Tony Stark, but they love him at the same time.
True.
He's like that guy he's that guy you want to hate, but you kind of like him at the same time.
I mean, in the comics, he's kind of a royal dick, though, at times.
Well, he's a billionaire.
Times.
Billionaires have to be dicks.
I still gotta say, though, in the comics during Civil War, they made you like Captain America more than Iron Man. Or actually, there's more of like a divide. Well, in the Civil War movie, you really have to side with Iron Man. Captain America, I'm sorry. Whoever sides with him, it's like, no. He caused more trouble than what it was worth. He could have just handed over Bucky and everything would have been taken care of, because if he was innocent, they would have found out. Ugh. I can go on about Civil War. Ugh.
Well, I think it was more of like here, like at the beginning of the movie, it was you kind of agreed with both sides, where I kind of quoted, I kind of stole this from somebody. There's a line in Ninja Turtles Part 2, Return of the Users, or I think it was Donatello that says to somebody, "He's right. You're both right."
I don't know. I was kind of sided more with not Captain America, Iron Man the whole time.
I said the beginning, like at the beginning.
I'm talking about the beginning.
I mean, I kind of saw both viewpoints where Cap was like, or Iron Man was like, we need to be put in check. If we don't accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys. And then Cap goes, all right. Well, what happens if we need to go somewhere and they're not letting us, and they're telling us to go somewhere they want us to go? Governments are run. This is my favorite line. Governments are run by people with agendas. So sometimes those agendas change. So yeah.
Still,
but the ending. I feel you on that, because
God.
All right. Here's the thing. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, but leading up to it just made my heart go, like, oh no! Like the scene where where Zemo turns that TV on and Cap and Iron Man goes, "Wait, I know that street," and it's the same street that they were showing in the beginning. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I was dry heaving a little bit. I'm like, For a Disney Marvel movie, that was a pretty kind of violent scene.
That's kind of dark. Just a smidge.
Like the whole time, Bucky is smashing, Howard Stark's face in, and then he goes up to Iron Man's mom and just chokes the life out of her. And you just look at his face; he's just like,
yeah. Mm-hmm. And his freak out was justified. Steve should have just told Tony from the get-go what really happened, and everything would have been fine. He would have been pissed, but I don't think he would have been as pissed as he was.
Oh, because Steve knew. It wasn't just like, I just found this out. He's like, I knew.
Oh, he knew the whole time.
So I'm still a Cap guy, but that made me kind of go, "Ooh, you probably should have told Tony."
I mean, after the beginning, I guess, I was siding with Iron Man because Tony just made... Not Tony, Steve just made everything worse. He could have just handed over Bucky and then proved Bucky's innocence before they do anything. And he would... And the rest of the movie would happen similar to what it actually did occur, and he would have been fine. Instead of kicking people's butts, telling the government, go fuck yourself, and just take Bucky and run, make it look way worse than it actually was. The only thing I did not agree with Tony, though, and even though I do agree he made the best call, I guess, was the way how he treated Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah.
I don't agree with it, but I probably would have made the same call. I guess. That was the only thing that was just like, because I mean, how else was he going to deal with that situation? Because I don't think Wanda would have done anything else, to be perfectly honest. But the public might not have viewed her so kindly, I guess.
All right.
So I don't know. I might have made the same call.
What do you think would have happened if Thor and Hulk were in the movie?
If Thor and Hulk were in the mix, first off, the Hulk would have been Team Iron Man. Period.
I don't think so. And here's why. Because Tony is siding with Ross, and Ross hates Banner, and Banner hates Ross.
True, but it's Tony and
here's where it's kind of a double-edged sword. Is like Tony and Bruce are friends, but Bruce hates Ross, and Ross hates Bruce. But Bruce wouldn't want to go against Tony. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
And I think he would agree with Tony on some level about like the keeping themselves in check. So all you gotta do is talk about the Hulk, and he would agree on some level. I would think anyway.
So and Thor, I don't think Thor really cares.
Yeah, Thor wouldn't give a shit.
He wouldn't really pick a side. Like he doesn't.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I would see him being on Team Cap.
I don't know.
The two Chris's. You need the two Chris's to be together.
Because if he brought in Thor and the Hulk, the power dynamic would have been way out of whack. Because I mean, you can have Thor and Captain America all you want, but once you bring in the Hulk, if he's with the Iron Man, that's pretty much game for Captain America in them.
Very true.
So I can understand. So I can see why they didn't bring those two powerhouses into Civil War. Now I kind of do wish they waited on Civil War until they brought in way more characters. Because I mean, in the comics, you literally got hundreds and hundreds of superheroes divided on which side they're on. So I kind of wish they waited, but I don't regret them making that movie because that movie was good.
I mean, they should have called it something else besides Civil War.
True. I mean, it was a Civil War, but it wasn't as big and as extravagant as it could have been.
A Civil War doesn't have 12 people in it.
Well, Civil War, I mean, includes a group. It's talking about a group. So, I mean, in a sense, in the term sense, it makes sense. Because it's a superhero community. It's very small. They're all divided except for the two powerhouses that are in space. So, I mean, I guess.
I don't know. I think they should have held off on that scene. I mean, I guess it kind of works out into what's going on now.
Unless they bring in another Civil War.
Not maybe. The comic I like better. Like, the movie I liked, but then I read the comic afterwards, I went, why didn't they just make it like this?
They didn't have enough superheroes yet.
Oh, man. I mean, can you imagine, though?
That'd be a clusterfuck.
A combinations of buttery nougats and fuck.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what that'd be.
Alright, the best scene out of Civil War is when Captain America beats the shit out of Punisher.
Oh no. Yeah.
When Punisher brings in Spider-Man, and then I need to reread the book again. Like, he kills these three villains that they have in hostage, and then Cap just beats the shit out of them, like just wails on them. And Punisher, Punisher doesn't even fight. Punisher doesn't even fight back. He's like,
no, he takes it.
He's like, I'm not gonna mess. It said that out of respect, I won't fight you, but it's like Cap will kill you. Like Cap is super powered, and then he just says, "Get that murderous piece of trash out of here."
Yeah.
What's your favorite moment out of Civil War, the book?
Ooh. I guess a shocker moment was probably when, because Peter Parker was still young at that time. I think he was younger. So when Tony had him reveal his identity to the public, and I was just like, "Excuse me, hello, what?" So that was a bit of a shocker moment for me.
Squeeze me, baking powder.
I was like, "Excuse you."
That I remember. And then that, of course, led up to the death of Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America? Yeah.
I need to that's another book I need to reread. I remember it was Red Skull that killed him. And,
it was Bullseye who killed him.
Bullseye? Fuck, yeah, I do need to reread that book.
I'm pretty sure it was Bullseye that killed Cap.
I clearly remember it being Red Skull.
Red Skull? No. He was on... Captain America was on the steps of the courthouse walking up when he got shot. Arrow. Shot. Whatever. Let me double check that. Who killed Captain America in Civil War? I'm pretty sure it was Bullseye. No, it was... Crossbones. It wasn't Bullseye, it was Crossbones. He was assassinated per the order of Red Skull by Crossbones. So obviously Crossbones is not going to kill Captain America in the MCU because he's dead. Right? Yes, he's dead.
Well, I'm not talking about the movie, we're just talking about the book in general.
I know that, but I was expecting to see that in the movie, but they killed him all, or he blew himself up. So I'm like, oh, well, that's not going to happen.
Let's kind of shift gears. Former Daredevil showrunner Stephen DeKnight wants to make a Moon Knight show for Marvel and Netflix.
Oh, hell yeah. I am down for that shit. I've been wanting Moon Knight forever.
Oh, he'll come. They've already rumored that they want to do a Marvel Knight series, and they want to add Moon Knight. They've already done a Punisher one. They want to do an actual Ghost Rider one, and not the bullshit car driving one. They want to do Johnny Blaze.
But the car driving one, he was good though.
No, he sucks. He's terrible. That's not my hashtag. Not my Ghost Rider.
But he's cool though.
Hashtag.
I like that character.
Hashtag. Not my Ghost Rider.
I'm sorry. Last time we saw Johnny Blaze, Nicolas Cage was playing him.
Yeah, and last time we saw Daredevil, it was Ben Affleck playing him, and now it's Matthew Cox, and he's not getting out of the fucking park. The point is, I don't want Mexicans. I mean, I don't like that Ghost Rider.
Wow. Wow. I want a Ghost Rider series where he's the main character, but he meets up with the other Ghost Riders, because they have a comic where they all come together. It's pretty cool.
Well, they revealed in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that Johnny Blaze does exist in the Marvel Universe.
I would hope so.
No,
I would hope so.
They show a flashback scene where Robbie Reyes he got into his accident, and then the original Ghost Rider comes up in his leather jacket and his motorcycle and gives him his powers, or gives him the power of being the Ghost Rider.
Wait, he doesn't get it from Mephisto?
Nope.
The fuck? But that's the whole point of the Ghost Rider. He gets it from the devil.
He gets it from Ghost Riders. I mean, he gets it from the Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze.
I don't like that at all.
Well,
I don't like that. Mm-mm.
Well,
Mephisto has to be in it.
Bad.
Mephisto has to be in it at some point. I don't like that. Mm-mm.
Mephisto will be in it. Don't worry about it.
Mm-mm. He better be, because I'm not happy with that. That's the whole point of Ghost Rider. He works for Mephisto. No. If you can't have Ghost Rider without Mephisto. It's like having Deadpool without chimichangas. Nope, can't be a thing. No, I need to see the red skinned devil.
Well, the talk is that Daryl from Walking Dead might play him.
Daryl?
Yes, he might play Johnny Blaze.
Yes. I'm okay with that. I'm good. Yep, I want that.
Like the
Norman Reedus? Yeah.
Norman Reedus is pushing for it. He wants to do it.
Oh, hell yeah, give it to him.
Him and John Bernthal are like this, so you might see a Walking Dead reunion sometime soon.
Oh, I would love for him to be Johnny Blaze. Yes, I'm all for that.
They want to do that. I remember John Bernthal, apparently he wants to do a Thunderbolt series.
Wants to do a what?
He wants to do a Thunderbolt series.
I guess. I mean, the Thunderbolts were alright. I mean, if you can make them relevant and cool, go for it. But they're not like... again, they're unknown. So, I mean, they're kind of doing the same... I guess they'd be doing the same thing they did with Guardians of the Galaxy. They're kind of unknown, make them relevant. So, I mean, yeah, go for it.
And lastly, a part of the Marvel Knights, they want to do a Blade series, a new Blade.
I'm down for that, Blade. Yeah, I'm down for that.
The only thing that'd be weird is that we're so used to Wesley Snipes' Blade, but he's already like pushing 60.
Wesley Snipes hasn't played Blade in like what, 20 years?
No, the last movie came out in 2004.
So like 12 years? Over a decade ago. I think it's fine.
14 years, yeah. I mean...
Most people don't remember him as the Blade anyway, except for like the mega fans of people our age.
I mean... you can make a case saying, the other actors are already old in their 50s playing superheroes, but... I mean, yeah, you need some fresh blood to play that role.
Supposedly he wants to come back as Blade, which I'm like, that's not going to happen. Unless they do a Blade where it's his daughter. Because there's a Blade series that didn't last very long. I think it was like a series that kind of flopped.
Yeah, we don't talk about that, Devin.
But yeah, his daughter takes the mantle of Blade. So I'm like, unless they do something like that, where he's in it as the original Blade and his child takes over the mantle.
Well,
otherwise...
Here's how it can work, is that, because the last movie came out in 2004, and Iron Man didn't come out until 2008, so they can make the case for Blade saying he's been in the MCU the whole time.
That'd be kind of cool.
He's been kind of just, off the radar, or off the grid, doing his own thing while this shit with the Avengers is happening.
It's true.
Because that series that you were talking about, the Blade series with rapper Sticky Fingers playing Blade... It was supposed to be like a prequel or a sequel to what happened after the third Blade movie, but
I'm talking about the comic book, not a TV, not a series. I didn't even know that was even a thing.
Oh yeah, it came out on Spike TV back in 2006.
Oh, you're talking about the Spike series. Oh, okay. I forgot that was a thing.
Do you think this is a way they can introduce them into the Spider-Man series, or in the Spider-Man movies?
Yeah, why not? Bring in Blade and bring in what's that villain's name that sucks the life out of you instead of blood?
Morbius?
Yeah, yes, bring in Morbius.
Well,
I like him too.
They're doing a Morbius movie, apparently.
In the MCU?
It's, because Sony's doing those spin-off movies.
Oh, so that's one of Sony's MCU spin-off films.
They're doing that. They're doing Silver Sable and Shadowcat.
Black Cat.
I always call her Shadowcat for some reason. And, of course, Venom.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for the Shadowcat. And so, I think Black Cat can hold her own movie. I don't know why they're bringing in Silver Sable, though.
Who the hell is Silver Sable? I've literally never heard of her.
She's an unknown, pretty much a very unknown character in the Spider-Man world. She's like a assassin, ninja, I don't know. I only know, I've seen the character, I don't know much about her. She's very unknown. Just, I don't understand why they have them in the movie together when you could just have Black Cat. She could probably hold her own movie. Because in the comics, she ends up becoming a mob boss at the level of Kingpin.
Well, the talk is that Black Cat might appear in the Homecoming sequel.
Ooh, Ooh, does he end up dating her? Ooh.
Well, the reports were that they were looking for a strong female character in the role, so the talk is that it's either going to be Felicia Hardy or Jessica Drew.
Jessica who? Oh, Jessica Drew. That's right. Spider-Woman. All right.
Spider-Woman. There you go.
I mean, Felicia Hardy would make sense because Peter ends up dating her for a while. Mm. He's one of his girlfriends. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Jessica Drew would make sense too. Felicia Hardy makes more sense than Jessica Drew because Jessica Drew has no connection to Peter Parker.
Isn't
that
her
origin story?
Aren't they related somehow, like Jessica Drew and Peter?
No, they're not really related in any way. I mean, I don't know if she gets bit by a spider, but as far as like character-wise and families, no, they're not related whatsoever. Not even connected a little bit. Her powers are actually, I think, cooler than Peter's. She can fling around. I think she can. I don't know. She might have. Yeah, I think she has like web abilities, but she also has like these venom beams that come out of her hands. So I think her powers are kind of cooler in a sense because she has like these laser things that come out of her hands that are like venom. It's kind of cool.
All right. Speaking of venom, you heard the reports, right?
That venom is only in it for like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, the symbiote suit in general is only going to be in like the end of the movie. Apparently.
I mean, what were you going to expect? Honestly,
it's
why? A build-up.
But why?
It's a build-up. Like you didn't see the Daredevil suit completed until the end of season.
But that's a TV show.
Still, they're taking that same formula. You're not going to see the full cost until the end. I already kind of expected that.
Who the hell is going to want to watch a movie about Eddie Brock?
I might, because Eddie Brock is probably the most favorite of all the Venom. Besides, what's his face? Ancient Venom. I don't know Flash. Aside from Flash, Eddie's the most popular Venom host.
Who the fuck's gonna want to watch a movie that's about Eddie Brock?
I mean, it's not about Eddie Brock, though. I mean, it is, but it's about how he's trying to control the Venom symbiote. It's not like you're not going to see parts of it. They just said that you're going to see the full suit thing at the very end, but you're going to see like little pieces of it.
Tom Hardy with his weird American accent.
People are shitting on the movie for too much. I mean, it's Sony, yes. I get it. I mean, but like, it has a bad record.
But what do you think of Tom Hardy's American accent in the movie?
It didn't bother me any. I mean,
like Tom Hardy.
It didn't bother me much, honestly. I didn't really notice. I mean, I knew he was doing American accent, but it didn't like bug me. It didn't bug me as a lot of other people did. So.
It didn't bug me. I just thought it was funny. I like Tom Hardy as an actor, but he doesn't do a very good American accent.
I don't think Tom Hardy would have joined the Venom movie if it wasn't going to be decent.
True.
So, I mean, I have faith in that, because I think Tom Hardy wouldn't have joined it if it was going to be a shit show. So, I mean, I have faith it's going to be at least decent. Not the greatest movie in the world, but as long as I'm entertained, I don't care.
I don't know.
As long as it adds to the story.
And then, there have been reports that Tom Holland's in it. Or his Peter Parker's in it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to have a cameo. I don't know doing what, but I suppose he's going to be in it.
Maybe he's going to say, hey, we need help fighting Thanos.
Oh, I would love that.
See, there you go. I just made Avengers 4 that much better.
Bring in Venom.
Say, hey Eddie, we need help fighting this big guy Thanos. Okay, what the fuck do you come to me for?
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see Venom, because I'm definitely going to go see it regardless. I'm not going to look at any of the reviews. I'm just going to see it. Clean slate. Just watch it before I even look at anything. Because people are probably going to bash it regardless. But
I'm gonna watch it because it's Marvel. If I was able to spend money on that Fantastic Four shit, then I'm gonna spend money on this.
Fantastic Four shit? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Fantastic Four reboot that came out 3 years ago.
We don't talk about that.
I
wasted a good $14 on that piece of shit.
And Stan Lee wasn't even in the fucking movie.
You know what's even funnier? Okay, so I took my mother. My mother's she likes a lot of movies. She's not very like, I hate this movie. She's not that type of person, really. So she, halfway through, she's like, this is bad. When you got her saying this is bad, and she liked the first 2 Fantastic Four movies way better, that's when you know you fucked up.
And then they made Doom non-existent. He wasn't even Doom.
He was just...
He was just a cyber hacker.
I was bitching in that movie the whole time about Doom.
Like, that actor just plays bad roles in every movie he's been in.
I don't even care about the actor. This Doom in general in that movie was just terrible.
Speaking of Doom, you heard they're doing a Doom movie.
Yes, I know. I don't think it's going to last, because if Disney gets Fox, unless it's connected to the MCU, it's not going to happen.
Noah Wiley, who's in charge of the show Legion, and Dan Stevens are helming the movie.
Oh, if they're in charge of it, they might be good then.
And the talk is that they are basing the kind of theme of the movie on, they're not basing it off of, but they're kind of inspired by Captain America: Winter Soldier.
I guess.
Well, because like when you look at Doom, he's kind of it's kind of a political thing because he's in charge of his own country.
True, he's a king, yeah.
And then Winter Soldier, that had to do with a lot of politics, and then Black Panther was a political movie.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
true.
It could work. It's either going to be a big flop or it's going to be really good.
Well, if the guy from Legion's in charge is one of the people in charge of it, I have faith. That show I hear is pretty good.
All right, the dude who plays Hannibal should totally play Doom.
The guy who plays Hannibal?
Yeah. On the show
Who
Hannibal.
is that?
On the show Hannibal, he was the bad guy in Doctor Strange.
Really?
That guy?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why?
No. Because I can't see him playing Doom.
Why?
No.
Okay, who can you see playing Doom?
Man. Give me a sec. I'm gonna see if I can find. If I can see if I can find them. I don't. That's a good question. Because honestly, I think this Doom movie is easily going to be part of the MCU, because I can't see why it wouldn't. Because it's either going to get canceled, or they're going to rework it to the MCU after Disney buys out Fox.
Oh,
it's either not going to live, or they're going to rebrand it to fit in the MCU.
Because I already have my cast for the MCU Fantastic Four.
Oh, me too. Emily Blunt and her husband as the Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
There you go. Right
the Human Torch.
I don't know who would play the Human Torch.
Here are my picks. I'm tied between these two: Dave Franco.
Ooh.
Or Zac Efron.
Ooh, yes. I would like either one of them.
And The Thing, I was kind of mulling this over. Do you watch Parks and Recreation?
Yes.
Ron Swanson should play The Thing.
I love it. Yes.
I'm just hearing it in his voice. It's clobbering time.
Oh my god. Yes. I want that.
Oh man. That needs to happen.
That needs to happen. And I want number 11 from Stranger Things to play Veronica. Veronica Richards. And I want... Who played Franklin Richards? I'm trying to think of kid actors.
Why don't you just bring in Mike from Stranger Things?
True. Because I would love for them to bring in Franklin and Veronica Richards. Especially Franklin Richards. He'd be OP as hell.
See, there you go.
He is OP as hell. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? He could alter reality. He could be like, be gone, and you're gone.
Oh yeah, Dr. Doom could be Michael Scott from The Office.
I guess. Yeah, I could see that.
That's what she said.
Fun fact, in a comic in an alternate universe called Marvel Earth X, the Human Torch gets murdered by Namor. In reaction, Franklin Richards gets pissed off, and he's like, you killed Uncle Johnny, and rigs it where he tells Namor, I want you to burn for the rest of your life. So Namor, half his body, anytime he's outside of water, half his body is continuously on fire and burning. So whenever he steps out of the water, he's on fire for the rest of his life because he pissed off Franklin Richards.
Namor's an asshole. I've realized that.
Namor is kind of an asshole.
Like here's one comic I saw where he actually killed Venom. like they were fighting. He beats the shit out of him. He goes, "I should kill you right here and now, but I'm gonna leave you like this." And he pulls out Venom's tongue and just leaves him there to bleed to death.
Dang. I mean, Namor gives no fucks.
And he's been trying to fuck Sue Storm for the past 80 years.
And that's true, and he's been trying to wipe out Wakanda for the past for about just as long, if not longer.
Here's a hot rumor: Namor might be in this Black Panther sequel.
He better, or I'm gonna be pissed.
All right.
I've been waiting for a Namor forever.
All right, who do you think should play Namor?
Oh, well, honestly, I think it should be an Asian actor.
Okay.
There's one that's been going around. I cannot think of his name, but there's one that's been going around forever.
Is it that guy who played Shredder in the Ninja Turtles movie?
Is it?
His name is Lee something. He was also in the Fast and the Furious movies. Hold on. Actor who played Shredder.
Brian T.
Yeah, Brian T. There you go.
Yes, I would love to see him as Namor. If not him, someone like... No, Brian T. I don't know if he's too old now, but...
You're never too old
he'd be cool.
You're never too old to play a superhero.
But I think an Asian actor should play Namor. Honestly.
I mean, is Namor really Asian, or is he just...
No, I don't... I mean, he's half mutant, half Atlantean. So I don't think it really matters who plays him, because I think it's a white guy. I think he's white, or whatever. Or his mother, or whatnot. But I think an Asian actor would be cool to play Namor.
A lot of people want Luke Evans to play him.
I'd be okay with that. Wait, Luke Evans?
Luke Evans.
Luke Evans. As Namor?
Yeah.
No. I can't see him as Namor.
Why not?
Nah. He doesn't have the look.
Okay,
for me personally.
What about Zachary Quinto?
Really? I mean, I can see that. I know that's been a fan theory going around.
I don't know. You need somebody that can stand toe to toe with Panther, and that looks believable as a bad motherfucker.
Yes.
So Brian T. maybe could pull it off, but I can see Luke Evans playing that bad motherfucker role.
Yeah, I'd give him a role. I'd give him something else. Perfectly honest. But yes, I better get a Namor, Atlantis, because they're like, what else are you going to do with Black Panther? You need his arch rival, another kingdom. Like
someone suggested Doom.
That's true.
That's another kingdom.
I mean, that's true. That'd be interesting too.
So
it either it'd have to be Doom or Namor, preferably Namor, because Namor has a longer history with Black Panther than Doom does.
Very true. Didn't Panther beat the shit out of Namor?
They both beat the shit out of each other.
Because I remember on Tumblr,
what?
I follow a bunch of like comic pages, and there was like a comic where they just showed Panther just beating the shit out of Namor and just losing there to die.
Well, I mean, unless I think if it's the scene, the story I'm thinking, it's because so in the X-Men comics, when the Phoenix Force came down to Earth again, the Phoenix was split amongst the Phoenix Five, who were Namor, Emma Frost, Cyclops, Colossus, and his sister Magic. Those three had the Phoenix Force was split amongst those five. Now Namor had it, and he ended up using the Phoenix Force, and he destroyed Wakanda, killing millions. Like he waged an attack, full force, onto Wakanda, and he annihilated it. Killed millions of the citizens. And then soon after, Black Panther hunted down Namor and beat the living shit out of him for it. After he lost the Phoenix Force. So I think that's what you're talking about, because he literally beats the shit out of him and leaves him for dead, essentially. But yeah, Namor literally attacks Wakanda and just kills millions of people with the power of the Phoenix Force.
Yeah, Namor's a piece of shit.
But of course, if you bring in Namor, you gotta bring in the mutants at some point, because he's half mutant.
Yeah, well, now you have mutants.
But if not, make him Inhuman or something. I don't know.
They already have mutants. Don't even talk about Inhumans. We do not talk about Inhumans on this show.
Okay, I like the Inhumans. They just need to make them badass in the movie. Make the royal family like it should be. Oh, God. Damn, I'm so mad they fucked that up. Kevin Feige, why'd you let the TV department do the royal family? God damn it.
Because they were supposed to do a movie.
They were, and then Kevin Feige's like, fuck no. And just ended it.
I clearly remember it was on like the movie schedule, and then they decided to take it off and make it into a show. Yeah.
It was supposed to come out, I think, like this year or next year. And it, so mad. I want a Medusa, goddamn. I want a good ass Medusa. Fuck. Damn. I'm still pissed.
I think, I don't know. I haven't even watched the show, so I can't speak on it. But
and you missed a good opportunity, because the Fantastic Four has a long history with the Inhumans. I mean, for God's sakes, the Human Torch marries Crystal, Medusa's sister, and they have a child. I think, yeah, they have a child. Ugh,
right,
so mad.
Let me get your thoughts on this, because I've been hearing a lot of backlash on this show, and it hasn't even come out yet. The Cloak and Dagger show.
Yeah, about it.
All right, it's appearing on Freeform, which is a part of ABC.
Yeah, it used to be ABC Family. Yeah,
and the way they're kind of building the show up is they just make it look like a family-friendly CW type show.
Okay.
From what I heard about this comic, and I don't know too much about it, is that it's kind of a very violent, story. So all right,
what?
Well, let me kind of divulge it. Is just like, again, I can't speak on that. The trailer looks passable. I probably won't be like itching to watch it, but I'll watch it anyway. I still haven't even finished Runaways, which I need to do that. But
Same.
But let me give the floor to you. Tell me about as much as you know about Cloak and Dagger.
Well, Cloak and Dagger are a couple.
Okay.
So they got that right. I don't know. I've never actually read their comics. I don't know if they're really as violent as people say they are. I don't think they are, because they don't seem like the type of characters for it to be blood and gore and violence. I don't think they are. So I don't know what they're talking about. They don't seem to be like that. I mean,
but like, just judging by the show and by the content, what you read, do you think that's a show that should be on Freeform, or do you think it should be on Netflix?
I think Freeform's a good spot for Cloak and Dagger, to be perfectly honest. I think the whole teen approach to Cloak and Dagger, from me, just hearing about the idea, I think it'll work. Now, will it actually work when it gets released and stuff? Because I haven't seen the latest trailers. So I don't know. I saw the first one and it caught my interest. But, because they're turning it into like a look on society for the younger ages, like what teenagers had to go through and that, the hardships of life. So that's what I get from the trailer that I did see. They kind of, two people from two different worlds come across each other, and then they have a moment, and then end up being like, I guess they fall in love. I mean, obviously, because Cloak and Dagger, they're together, essentially. So, I don't know. I'd like to think that show will work, because the fact of making them teenagers, I think that works just fine, because that kind of counters the Runaways. Since they were both announced around the same time, making them more teen-related, while the Runaways are really teen-related. So it makes sense for them to make Cloak and Dagger, because if you're going to turn anything into like a teen superhero drama, I think Cloak and Dagger would be a good choice. So, I mean, I don't know. I have faith in it. It caught my interest in the beginning. But again, I haven't seen the latest trailers. So I don't know if it will stick. I will watch it, though.
Watch my reaction, damn it.
I will. I will after I get off this. I will.
Okay, good.
But I have faith. I'm also curious to see what the new Warriors, where that's going to go.
That's going to be... I forgot what that's on. That's on Hulu, right?
No.
What's that on?
The new Warriors was Squirrel Girl. That was originally going to be on Freeform, but they took it off, and now it's floating between networks. My theory, it's going to go on Disney's online streaming service when that gets released. It's my theory on it.
The chick from
Huh?
from the T-Mobile commercials or whatever phone
Yes.
commercials are playing Squirrel Girl.
I'm okay with that. Honestly, if it was a movie, I'd want Anna Hendricks. But since it's not a movie, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's supposed to be a sitcom. A sitcom superhero, and that alone, I'm just like, okay, I'm game.
Okay,
if you have Squirrel Girl, it has to be funny.
It's on Freeform.
Is it? I thought it didn't go on Freeform.
It announces 2017 Freeform ordered a series for New Warriors.
Let me see. Plan to release. Where is it releasing? It's supposed to come out sometime this year. But I'm trying to see where. Pilot aired in 2017. Alright, in November 2017, the series was no longer set to air in Freeform. The pilot of the series was said to have tested through the roof, with high-level executives at Disney taking interest in the project. Marvel wanted the series to air in 2018, but Freeform found it did not have room in their schedule for the series, and agreed to give the project back to Marvel. The studio would shop the series to other partners who would release the series in 2018, only looking at companies that are Disney-owned and hoping to secure a two-season pickup from the new network. So right now, it's just floating. They haven't found a network to air it on, or a Disney-owned network to air it on. That's why I think it's going to be on their streaming service.
Yeah, makes sense.
What better way to introduce your streaming service than to have a new Marvel show on there?
Well, you're not.
That's business. Or if you can't find anywhere, if you're not going to put it on your streaming service, give it Netflix.
Hey, might as well. I'm surprised we didn't talk about this. The new Deadpool trailer.
Oh, yeah. Whoo! X-Force.
X-Force. Isn't that derivative? Yes, it is.
Yes.
There's Terry Crews is in it, and he's revealed as Bedlam.
What?
Terry Crews is a part of the X-Force. He's playing the character Bedlam.
Character who you cut out there?
Bedlam.
Oh, yeah. And then a mutant.
And apparently the guy who played Pennywise in the new It is in it.
He's in it?
He's a part of the X-Force.
Did I miss him in the trailer? What?
Actually, you did. There's actually an article that said, if you blinked, you probably missed him. He's part of the X-Force.
What the fuck? What the? Huh? I missed him then because all I saw was Ted Cruz and the Asian girl, who looks bomb, by the way.
Oh yeah, she looks fucking cool as shit. Who is she?
Oh hell yeah!
What character?
I have no idea because after I saw Ted Cruz, I'm like, who is he playing? So I dove into the world of Marvel Comics, and he's a fairly unknown mutant, and I'm assuming the other girl is too. I didn't find much on her, I guess. But they're pretty much unknown mutants from all I know. They're not very huge, unless I'm just stupid and don't know, which that may be the case.
Her character is called. Apparently, she's a new version of Psylocke.
That's not Psylocke, though.
Actually, no. Her character's name is Surge.
Oh, Surge. Okay.
And Bill Skarsgård is... his character is... what the fuck? Oh, his name is Shatterstar.
Okay. Never heard of that one.
Oh, wait, I think his name is Richter. Either Richter or Shatterstar.
Okay, Surge is a bomb-ass mofo. She's gonna be lit.
Because I literally had no idea who that was, and I just saw the trailer. I'm like, that's my new favorite mutant right now.
Because her powers are so cool. Ugh.
She can actually do amazing, awesome things, unlike fucking Jubilee.
Unlike who?
Jubilee.
Okay, don't bash on Jubilee.
Jubilee fucking sucks. She's terrible. She's useless. Just kill her.
She is No.
Oh, look at me. I'm Jubilee. I can make fireworks. Ooh. The most.
You know what mutant I actually want to see in the X-Men? Dazzler.
Who the fuck is that?
You don't know who Dazzler is?
No. Who is that? Enlighten me.
Okay. Dazzler is a mutant who can manipulate light.
Okay.
She's a pop singer in the 80s. She's she's a singer that became a mutant, and she can control and manipulate light. She's pretty bomb. Just saying.
You know what? Yeah, I know who that is now. They kind of threw an Easter egg of her in Apocalypse.
Yeah, showing a record of her.
And there was a rumor that Taylor Swift was supposed to play her.
As much as I hate Taylor Swift, I think that could work. I still think that could work.
You know what?
Taylor Swift as Dazzler.
Actually, on the album, that's actually Taylor Swift, and they have her as Dazzler.
Are you shitting me? Wait, no, you're lying. You're lying.
I shit you not. I might be shitting you, but that's apparently what I heard.
You're shitting me. I'm looking this up right now. You're lying. Don't lie to me. Wait,
I might be lying or just exaggerating, but
Taylor Swift's can't. Hold up! No. Is this real? It's real. I'm gonna die.
I'm looking at it right now.
Taylor Swift playing. Oh my god, is that her? I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. That really is her.
Yeah, that's her. That's her on the album.
Shut the fuck up. Ew.
You just said that could work.
I know, but it's like, ugh. Well, then use Dazzler, goddammit. Fuck. She's a cool mutant.
She'll be there sometime.
And the special effects on that mutant would be fucking amazing. Better yet, hold off on Dazzler until the X-Men go into the MCU. Then bring in Dazzler.
Oh, you can do that.
Because she can fly and shit, and she ends up being friends with Carol and join the A-Force. And can I just have an A-Force movie, too?
What is it? What is the A-Force?
The A-Force is a female group of superheroes, like from all the popular female superheroes you could think of. They're in a group, and they're all badass.
Oh, well, they already talked about wanting to do a female-led Avengers type movie.
A female superhero, yeah. I'm like, make it A-Force for the MCU with all that, with everybody. And bring in new ones. Just, A-Force is great, and they ended it, and I'm just like, why? Because in Civil War II, with Carol Danvers, the group was divided because of Carol, and A-Force broke apart. It ended the comic.
I think it just blew your mind pretty much.
I mean, I knew it was rumored for her to play Dazzler, but I didn't think that was actually her.
Well, it is.
I mean, if you're going to get a diva to play Dazzler, I guess get Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you might as well. You can always use some star power in your roles.
Yeah. You would have to have someone that could sing, obviously.
Ish.
Enough. Because, I mean,
Ish.
Dazzler's a musician, so...
Ish.
Ish.
It's like, yeah, Taylor Swift is passable as a singer.
Yeah. I guess.
Oh, I don't hate Taylor Swift, she just bothers me.
She just bothers you. Well, she doesn't do much for me either. So.
She's one of those people that somebody had the perfect way of describing her. She tries to claim to not be part of the narrative, but she puts herself in the narrative.
Yes, when she wasn't asked to be.
Yeah. And that whole feud that she had with Katy Perry, it's like, yeah, it's a battle of bitch versus bitch.
Essentially, yes.
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's up? Okay. Yeah, Betty just came in.
Who's talking to?
Devan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Betty
While we're
says,
live.
Betty says hi, Devan.
Oh, yeah.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
What?
I said Betty says hi, and he goes, no, she didn't. All right, as you were. Anywho, yeah, not a fan of Taylor Swift or Katy Perry.
I mean, obviously. I'm not really much of a fan of either one of them either, to be quite honest.
Yeah, they both. I don't know, Katy with her whole new "I'm a black hip hop singer" personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, let's not talk about them. Let's go back to the Deadpool 2 trailer.
I mean, I'm all for Domino. Domino's great.
Domino looks fucking cool. I don't know much about that character, but she looks fucking cool.
People were bitching when they first showed Domino that they have a African American. I think she's obviously not white.
She's black. She's on that show called Atlanta.
Yeah, they have a black actress playing Domino. And I'm like, why not? She looks bomb as Domino with the afro and everything. Hell yeah! I'm all for it.
It doesn't bother me. As long as she can pull off the role, it's all that matters.
Oh, that's all I'm asking too. And it looks like from what I've seen, she can.
There you go.
Hell yeah!
And then you have Josh Brolin as Cable, which that motherfucker is gonna make bank this year.
He's making bank.
He's doing that. He's doing Infinity War. He's in Sicario too.
Yeah, he's doing bank right now. So he's doing good for himself.
It's just like, dude, do you ever go to sleep? He's like, no.
Of course not. You can't sleep when you're making bank.
So he's playing Cable, and all right, who do you think that kid is in the trailer?
What?
That chubby, kind of Mexican looking kid that Deadpool has to protect. Who is that kid?
Again, I have no idea. I'm sure he's an actual mutant in the comics. I don't know.
He's He's obviously someone that's important because they don't reveal who it is.
Now, in the comics, Cable comes back because his future was not annihilated, but controlled by Apocalypse. So, I don't know what they're going to do with his backstory since Apocalypse is not part of it. Unless he comes back. And this new mutant kid that he came back for to try to kill is said to destroy the planet, I guess, or something like that. He does some harm. And, yeah. So Cable comes from a world where Apocalypse rules. Well, of course, you're not going to have that. Since Jean Grey wiped him from existence.
Yeah, that Apocalypse movie was a huge letdown. It was.
I mean,
Apocalypse was basically Triple H. All he did was talk for 30 minutes, and then when it came time for the actual fight, he got his ass beat.
I mean, I'm not going to deny the ass beating. Jean Grey was bomb. She was a boss ass mofo who came in and just completely annihilated him.
Oh yeah, Sophie Turner. She is amazing.
Best Jean Grey, way better than the first one.
And she's marrying the Jonas Brother guy, which pisses me the fuck off.
Which one, Joe or Nick?
The one that's not doing anything.
They're both Kevin. Kevin's already married though.
Okay, who's the one that's famous? The one that actually has a career.
Nick.
Okay, the other one. The other one that's not married.
Joe.
Okay, Joe. There you go.
The middle one,
yep.
I think. Yeah, the one that's he's part of a group.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay, he's marrying Joe. That's a bit weird and out of nowhere, but okay.
And she's taller than him.
I mean, isn't Betty taller than you?
No. No, Betty's freaking short. Betty's short.
I thought you were shorter.
I just find it odd when a short guy dates a tall girl. I'm not trashing on that. Obviously, they're in love, but it's like, I guess you like tall girls.
Why is that a problem?
I never said it was a problem. I just kind of look at that and go, I guess you like being dominated.
Oh, I mean, to one's own.
So I don't know. But yeah, you got more Game of Thrones people in the Marvel Universe. You got her, you got Dinklage, you got Mason.
Can we just keep that Jean Grey, Sophie, and just move her over to the MCU as Jean Grey?
Oh yes, please.
And give her a much bigger role as Jean Grey.
Yes,
please.
Can we move Michael Fassbender and what's his name, Xavier, to the MCU?
Yes, I would love that. It'd be great.
Michael Fassbender and Doctor Strange in a scene.
Oh my god!
Just let it happen.
We can have the Illuminati with Professor Xavier, Black Panther, Iron Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, and Mr. Fantastic. If you ever bring him in, I would love that.
Well, it probably won't be Steve Rogers because Chris Evans is leaving after Avengers 4.
And screw Captain America. Just have it Doctor Strange. Bring in Mr. Fantastic instead. And then, see, that'd be great. After the third Avengers movie or the fourth one, you form the Illuminati and they take the stones and split it amongst themselves.
You can do that.
So because that's what they do in the Illuminati. Each member gets a stone, and they are in charge of that stone. They keep the gauntlet. They keep the stones away from the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and bringing in the Black Swans, that'd be cool.
Who are the Black Swans?
Oh, you don't know about the Black Swans?
I've never heard of that.
Now, okay, so this turns into Doctor Doom goes multiversal cosmic weirdness. So there's this group called the Black Swans, and they're a bunch of women that are like super powered. This is during Secret Wars, by the way, that comic book series. So basically, this is before Secret Wars, where the multiverse was crumbling and planet and Earths were crashing into each other. So you have this group called the Black Swans. The Black Swans are a bunch of women who are all from different multiverses, and they all follow this one guy. Now, this one guy, his name is... It's some weird Eastern European name, a.k.a. it's Doctor Doom. So Doctor Doom basically has like his cult. And it's a bunch of women.
Interesting.
And they're all kind of badass. Their powers are like extravagant. Like the Black Swan that's in the Black Order in the comics, she can destroy a planet if she wanted to. Like, no one asked you, Cat. So, but yeah. And of course you got the Black Priests, where the Black Priests are nothing more than the surgeons of the multiverse. They end up destroying, before Secret Wars, they end up destroying planets that tried to stop the convergence and stop other Earths from crashing into each other. So they would go to random Earths and just destroy everything in hopes to just stop it. Try to kill the problem before it becomes a problem. But obviously they did not succeed.
They want to... They're pretty much going to add everybody in Marvel somehow, so...
Yeah.
Once they're done with the original Avengers, they're going to bring in some new characters.
Also, the last thing we should probably talk about is, okay, so Wednesday, on my birthday, this Wednesday, it's my Temple of Helios series on ICE, or Entertainment Industries Studios. I hope I said that right. I just call the YouTube channel part of ICE. So on my birthday, I'm doing a Avengers video about my Avengers, what that would be, who would be entailed in that and stuff. And I got some weird shit in there, let me tell you. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I'm doing it. So the threat that causes the Avengers to come together in this multiverse is the threat. I'm trying to think if it's either going to be Galactus or it's going to be a threat even stronger than Galactus. I'm leaning towards Galactus.
Who the hell is stronger than Galactus?
There's a lot more people stronger than Galactus. He's not one of the strongest cosmic beings around. So I don't know if I want to go Galactus or go someone even stronger than that. More of a threat. But I'm going to have the Crimson Recluse, of course. It's like, I think I already explained that last time who that was. That had Hellcat.
Patsy?
But, yes. But not Patsy as we know her. Like in Jessica Jones, she's a drug addict, yes. She ends up dying, sure, but she ends up coming across Mephisto.
Okay.
In hell. And instead of, like, because you know how Mephisto, in the comics, he gives the Ghost Rider his powers? Instead of turning Hellcat into a Ghost Rider, she becomes Hellcat, but literally Hellcat. Ooh. She gets her powers from Mephisto and gets brought back to life as she becomes the superhero Hellcat, but literally like a cat, like her regular costume, but it's more on like fire and stuff. And she basically kind of does the job of the Ghost Rider in a sense, but it's more. She judges souls and stuff, but she does it like it combines basically the Ghost Rider and Hellcat, just more of Hellcat than the Ghost Rider, and just she gets brought back by Mephisto because Mephisto feels sorry for her because her backstory that I have right now, unless I change it, is she was a drug addict that was taken by a cult and sacrificed and used her as a human sacrifice to Mephisto, and Mephisto felt bad for the girl, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna give you another chance, and grants her the powers she gets. She becomes Hellcat. And then the leader of the Avengers is Franklin Richards. As we all know, reality warping, mutant, child, invisible woman, Mr. Fantastic. Then you got Medusa, the Queen of the Inhumans. But Black Bolt's gone. I don't know if I haven't decided if he's going to be dead or what, but she's Medusa's ruling it on her own. And she doesn't have a sister. So Crystal's not in the picture. But she has Crystal's powers. So, like, I don't know if you know the Inhuman Crystal, but she has the powers of the elements. So she can literally set you on fire. If she wanted to, which I don't understand why they didn't do that in the Inhumans TV show, because she could have ended the whole conflict and set her uncle on fire. But, you know, that's just me saying that, you know. I wasn't yelling at the TV watching the first episode, you know.
It's like, stop trying to make the show better and just accept it for how it is.
Anyway, that can go down a whole of a conversation that could go on for hours. So yeah, Medusa has the powers of basically Crystal and of course her hair and shit. So she has the powers of like the elements and her moving hair as like a weapon. You know, badass Medusa shit. And she rules with Iron Fist. Then you get into the weird stuff. You have Anti-Man. Do you know anything about Anti-Man?
I do not know anything about Anti-Man.
Do you know anything about Blue Marvel?
The name sounds familiar.
Blue Marvel and Anti-Man were friends, and they participated in the Korean War. Yeah. And they were brothers in arms. And they ended up going through this experiment into the negative zone, I think. Let me double check that. I think it's a negative zone. Blue Marvel. I think it's a negative zone. And Blue Marvel and Anti-Man get the power of antimatter. And basically Blue Marvel is one of the strongest superheroes in the comics. Like, he is up there. He's a human mutated by radiation generated by the unstable event of the horizon in the negative zone. So basically he gets his powers from negative matter. Like, he's a negative matter generator. Like, Blue Marvel is insane. And Anti-Man, to put it... Okay, you know about Hyperion?
There's
like in the comics?
There's like an ass ton of Marvel characters I haven't heard of until now.
So you never heard of Hyperion?
I don't, unfortunately.
Or what about the Sentry?
I have heard of him, yes.
I think that's the Sentry. Let me actually double check that. I think it's a Sentry that actually says he can't even beat Anti-Man. And the Sentry is one of the... is like the Superman of Marvel, but on crack. And he can't even beat Anti-Man. So Anti-Man is basically... He has the powers of antimatter and shit. And he's a very cosmic level threat. He's normally a villain. Normally. Until the Ultimates Series 2 in the comics, and he becomes the Herald of Galactus. So he becomes a good guy. But I added him into the Avengers lineup because I thought he'd be kind of cool. And then, of course, the last one's way out there. It's the brother of the Black Swan, which is a character in the Black Order in the comics. Her brother ends up dying, her little brother or older brother, when they were kids. So I brought him back, and he's going to be known as the Black Priest. And like I said, the Black Priests are basically the surgeons of the multiverse. They do anything and everything to keep the multiverse running. So I'm basically going to have him kind of do that job, but for their universe. That makes sense. So all these guys are kind of come together because of this threat that's going to attack the planet. Now, I don't know exactly what... I came up with an idea, I don't know if I'm going to stick to it, is Galactus' daughter devours Galactus and goes on a rampage. I don't know if you know this, but Galactus has a daughter, just so you know.
How the hell could he have a daughter?
Well, so you see, Galactus had a parasite into his body, and the parasite became his daughter. There's a whole online comic of it, and she's great. But you come to find out she ends up having this galactic cosmic parasite in her, and it turns out, she's pregnant by a worm, with a worm that will develop into another Galactus-type monster, creature like herself. Okay. It's weird. Apparently it was canon until the main editor said it wasn't canon, and I'm like, boy, it's canon, deal with it. So I thought of an idea of Galactus' daughter, Galactica, eats her father, devours him, and goes on a rampage and it's a threat to the universe. That's an idea I'm running with. I'm still working on the tweaks because it comes out Wednesday, so I'm working on the tweaks on which villain is. I'm kind of leaning towards Galactica or whatever her name is, but that could change. But that's the main thing. The universe is in peril, and all these Avengers come together to battle this thing or whatever I choose to save the universe instead of making it an Earth problem. So.
All right, Blue Marvel. What can you tell me about him? Because he looks pretty fucking cool.
Oh, Blue Marvel. Well, he's part of the Ultimates group with Black Panther and oh my god, who's in the Ultimates? Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Blue Marvel, Spectrum, and Galactus. Yes, Galactus is part of a superhero group.
Okay.
Because Galactus ends up becoming his ultimate form. Instead of the destroyer of planets, he becomes the life bringer. And instead of purple, he turns to gold. Yes, Galactus is a good guy right now in the comics. He's a life bringer.
Right.
So, Blue Marvel, well, he's one of the stronger superheroes in the Marvel Universe. His power is pretty much... He has a power of antimatter energy absorption. He has superhuman strength, enhanced mental perception, hypercosmic awareness. So basically, he possesses the ability to sense things on levels that are far exceed human capabilities.
I see him. I see a picture of him. He looks like Denzel Washington should play him.
Oh, yes. He has powers. He can survive a hydrogen bomb blowing up in his hands, apparently.
See? Denzel Washington.
He can fly, superhuman speed, reflexes, agility, stamina, healing factor, longevity, human senses, matter manipulation, antimatter manipulation.
Or if not Denzel, Idris Elba can totally play him.
Yes. Blue Marvel can absorb and generate vast amounts of antimatter energy from various effects. He can cause force bolts, sun bolts, energy pulse, energy manipulation. He's an athlete, trained combat, super genius. Blue Marvel appears to be only weak against a substance from the negative zone. From the neutral zone. Sorry, neutral zone. Did he get his powers from the neutral zone? Oh, give me a sec. So he got his powers from the negative zone, but his powers become weakened when he's exposed to the substance in the neutral zone. I don't know what that is. It's another one of Marvel's cosmic things.
Marvel does like their cosmic storylines.
Oh, I do love him too. He has a relationship with Monica, who is the first Captain Marvel.
Okay.
And now the Spectrum. And she's living, breathing light. If you will. She's the embodiment of light.
Okay.
She's not as strong as him, though, but yeah. Now, let me see if I can find Ant-Man and tell you more about him.
How do you spell his name?
Who?
Anti-Man?
ANTI-man. Anti-Man's powers include basically the same thing as Blue Marvel. He has power cosmic because he becomes the Herald of Galactus. He's considered an Omega level threat.
Okay, I see him.
He's pretty cool, right? I love his design.
I'm trying to decide what he looks like.
He has like this weird armor.
He kind of reminds me of Ares from the Wonder Woman movie.
I know, right? So I decided to add him into the Marvel.
Like, there's so many characters that I don't know, that kind of need to be put into the light. Especially Blue Marvel. He looks like a cool dude.
Oh, hell yeah. I hope they eventually do bring him onto the MCU. I can't see why not.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to.
Oh yeah, I'm down for it. He's so cool. And so is Ant-Man. As a villain, he's great. He can kick everyone's butt single-handedly.
Interesting.
So, like, for example, there was an incident in the comics where Ant-Man went down to battle the Avengers. The Avengers took him on. He beat every single one of them. The only reason he didn't kill them all is because he had to, for some reason, he had to disappear. Something was calling him and he had to go. That's the only reason he didn't murder them all. And, of course, the only person that could take him on is the Blue Marvel. His best friend.
His best boy?
Or his ex-best friend or whatever. Because when they went through the experiment together, Ant-Man kind of lost his mind. Well, Blue Marvel obviously didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, the only person that can take on Ant-Man is the Blue Marvel. And then, of course, he becomes a good guy when he becomes Galactus Herald. But he ends up dying because Galactus... Okay, so in Ultimates 2, you figure out the whole cosmic hierarchy is all messed up after Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
After the world was born, the cosmic hierarchy was completely fucked up. Like the... oh my god, what's his name? The Living Tribunal.
Mm-hmm.
Three-headed guy. Supposedly, he's the controller of all magic. He makes sure the balance of the magic is completely balanced. So, like, for example, if Doctor Strange became the Sorcerer Supreme, right? Like he is. And then he learned every form of magic in existence. The Living Tribunal would step in and say, oh, you're too powerful. He put an end to it. The Living Tribunal was destroyed in Ultimates 2. He was destroyed by Master Order and Lord Chaos, who are the embodiments of Chaos and Order. They destroyed him. They ate the in-betweener, and it became this thing called Logos. And Logos turned Galactus back from the Life-Bringer, or the Seeder of Worlds, into this mad, hungry devourer again, but made him like starving. To counter that, the Anti-Man, or his herald, sacrificed himself, and Galactus became the Seeder Life-Bringer again. His basically his final form, where he's not hungry anymore, where he goes around creating planets instead of destroying them. Because Lord Chaos and Master Order, or is it Lord or yeah? Well, the brothers Order and Chaos thought Galactus not devouring planets was an imbalance in the universe, but it wasn't. So they made the call, "Man, I'm starving." To send him out destroying planets again, and then Anti-Man saved Galactus essentially and sacrificed himself. I'm pretty sure he died. Yeah, he died.
I remember when you just talked about Living Tribunal. They did bring him up in the Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to. I know Benedict Cumberbatch. He kind of alluded to that they're not thinking about a sequel anytime soon.
For Doctor Strange?
Well, it's not that they don't want to make it. It's more just like there's like so much shit coming out that it's just like...
Yeah, they're going to. They're just not anytime soon.
I guess it's kind of like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, where his Hulk in the Avengers is probably the best Hulk.
Yeah.
So, this Infinity War movie is not just a movie about the Avengers, but it's a movie for everybody else. It's a Doctor Strange movie, it's an Iron Man movie, it's a Cat movie, it's a Black Panther movie.
Get this, Anti-Man returned the same... let me see. He single-handedly defeated the mighty Avengers, who consisted of Iron Man, Sentry, Wasp, Wonder Man, Ares, and Hank Pym. Wait, since when was the God of War in Greek mythology part of the Avengers?
No.
I missed that memo. But yeah, fun fact, Hercules is an Avenger.
Hercules.
but she's pretty cool.
I just
She's like Thor before the Greeks.
There was a comic apparently where Sentry rips Ares in half.
Yeah.
Ares is a bad Ares is apparently a bad motherfucker.
Yes, he is.
He actually, and I read about this. He takes Carnage, he flies him up all the way into space, and he just watches him dissolves into his hand.
Yes.
Or he dissolves right in Sentry's hand.
Sentry, oh my god. Sentry is that character, he's a mess.
He's an asshole. He's a delicious piece of shit.
Sentry is his own worst villain. Because he can become Sentry or become the Void. And if it becomes the Void, the universe is done for. Because the Void will eat anything. So basically the Sentry is his own worst villain. But he's a pretty cool character, though.
I need to read up more on this Sentry.
Read up on Sentry and, oh my god, what's his name? Hydra. There's another character that's like a Superman, but he has like a power of a exploding nuclear bomb, essentially. I cannot think of his name. Anyway, go on.
Anyways, your birthday is this Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
You already said what you're going to be writing about. You have any plans? You're going to go anywhere? Do anything with your friends, family?
Hanging out with some friends during the day. I'm going to go to Heroes and buy my weekly comics, like I usually do every Wednesday. I might do something later on the night. I'm not sure yet. Otherwise, if I don't do anything, I'm just going to get some Jack Daniels, and get some Coke, and have a night. Drink a little bit.
Hey, if that's the case, let's do a show while we're drunk.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, Frank Castle, what the fuck is his problem? Fucking always just killing people and fuck.
Oh, you want to hear a trip? Have you heard about the Cosmic Ghost Rider?
Sounds vaguely familiar, but tell me.
So, in the future, when the world gets destroyed and someone becomes the Ghost Rider, and this Ghost Rider teams up with Thanos, and he goes to space, and he becomes a Cosmic Ghost Rider. Do you want to know who and this Ghost Rider is sarcastic as hell. No one knew who he was until recently, within the last month or so. People thought it was Deadpool. Do you want to know who it was? Take a guess. Take a guess. This Ghost Rider is sarcastic as hell. Take a guess on who it was, because I can guarantee you you're not going to.
Is it Tony Stark?
No. I'll give you one more guess.
Who the hell else is funny? Is it Star-Lord?
No.
Who is it?
It's the Punisher. The Punisher literally becomes the Ghost Rider. Sarcastic as all hell, apparently. I haven't read much about it, but he's getting his own miniseries in the summer, and I can't wait. So he ends up becoming the Ghost Rider from Mephisto. Comes back to Earth, teams up with Thanos, goes to space, because the Earth is basically doomed at this point, and he goes around with Thanos, becoming his lackey, his right-hand man, and then, yeah, he ends up going to space. But yeah, it's Frank Castle as the Ghost Rider in space. And I was like, what? Okay, I'm already there. That sounds weird. I'll enjoy it. That sounds enjoyable.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
I didn't either when I first found out about it. I'm like, wait, what? Who? Huh? When did this happen?
What?
Who this? Hello? Hello? I'm like, am I reading this right?
Yeah. I'll be available on Wednesday, just in case you're interested.
I will let you know, because otherwise, I'm sure, because I close on that Thursday, so I don't go into work until 3. So, we could have a late night venture. I have a podcast. I'll probably be a few drinks in. Oh, it's a great night because right now I don't have any plans for the night. So if anything happens, I'm all for it.
A show, or or here's an idea: we can try and get some other people on the show.
That's a good idea too.
Like, what are some names that we can probably get on the show? And in other words, who are some people you think would be down to be on the show?
Well, I know one person, a good friend of mine that I know. You probably know who I'm talking about, but he ends up Thomas.
Okay.
He works that day, but I'm only hanging out with him during the day because he opens the next morning, so I don't think he'll be able to join. Not for a late night, because he works at like 5 or 6 in the morning, next morning. So he's not going to be able to do it. Now, as far as anyone else, I don't know.
Dino?
Dino?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Veronica?
Depending on how late it is. Veronica? Maybe. Probably more likely Dino, depending on what their schedule is. I'm actually...
Oh my god, Dino would be so fucking fun to have on the show.
Oh, hell yeah, she would. She'd be great. Dino, if you're listening, you'd be great on this show. Probably not. But...
I remember there was this thing on Facebook where it says, when you met me and what you think of me now. And for Dino, I put, when I met you, I was thinking, you're so fucking loud. And for now, it's you're still fucking loud. and she said that she was drinking something when she read that, and she spit out her drink.
I'm actually hanging out with Jeremy tomorrow, and hopefully Dino when she gets off work. So I might mention it to her tomorrow if I see her.
Hey, the more the merrier.
Otherwise, if not, and I'm not doing anything, we'll have a late night podcast with Tipsy Devan.
Fuck yeah, I'll bring out my beer. I'll bring out my booze. You bring out your booze. We'll make it a...
Because I'm drinking some liquor.
We'll make it a shit... We'll make it a shit show.
Oh, that's going to be the greatest shit show ever. Because when I'm drunk, I'm either very chill and I'll fall asleep on podcasts, or I'm not going to shut up.
Oh my god. I'm actually looking forward to this Wednesday now.
Oh, it's going to be great.
It's probably going to be the worst show ever, but it's going to be awesome.
Or it might be as great as the best show that never aired.
Or that. That could work.
I'm so mad. That was a great episode. That's never going to see the light of day.
Alright.
Oh, well.
Anyways, I am going to... we're already past 2 hours. Wow.
Dang. It's been a long podcast, huh?
I have a feeling we're going to hit 3 hours on Wednesday.
Woo!
It's already 1 in the morning. Fuck.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Betty has to go to work in the morning, so I got to take her. Anywho, do you want to plug yourself?
Yeah. Look on YouTube, Temple of Helios, Ice. That is a capital EIS. Okay. You'll find my videos there. Subscribe. I do all kinds of nerd shit. Movie reviews, podcasts, another podcast. So, yeah, go subscribe to that.
I need to try to get you on my YouTube channel so we can do some reactions together.
Yeah.
That'll be epic.
Homie. Yeah, homie. Yeah.
Yeah, homie. Yeah.
Yeah. And hey, one of these days I'll get you on Temple of Helios. We'll do a video or something on there.
Hey,
I'm sure.
That's an epic crossover. That'll probably sound better than Infinity War.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to get you on it because I need other people. It's usually just me and Bard, the other guy that I'm doing this with. So, I mean, I can always use some extra people.
All right, man. Just say the word and I'm there.
Oh, I'll let you in. I'll let you know.
All right, Devin. Always a pleasure.
Same.
Hopefully, we can do something this coming Wednesday on your birthday.
Woo! Woo woo!
And
turn 26. Turning old as hell.
I'll be 29, which means I'll be 30 next year.
That's not a little bit depressing.
Not really. Anywho,
I mean, I guess not. 30's young.
Yeah, 30's the new 20.
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it?
All right, man. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be on my show.
Nah, it's a pleasure. It's always a great time.
And like I said, just let me know when let me know when you want me to be on your show.
Oh, I will. Count on it.
All right, man. Take care.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, wow. Anyways, like I said, this coming Wednesday we're going to try and do something, a late night podcast. And head to my YouTube channel, Yari, or just type in Drew Yari. I'll just leave a link up on the description. I'll leave Devan's up too. And thank y'all for listening. Hit like and subscribe.